Hello everybody and welcome back to FM2020 with me, TDavid1. York City yet again. We're doing pretty well in the league, as you can see. We're getting close to the end of the season. 5 games to go. We are 9 points clear of Ipswich, who are in 7th. So playoffs are looking pretty likely at this point. We've got Salford this episode, so see how this gets on. Since last episode, we have played a few games. We have gone and played Mansfield, which we won 1-0. As you can see, very easy little victory there. It's just a boring result, really, if I'm honest. And then Mark Lake picks up a knock just to annoy me a little bit, just to ruin the fun. We then have an absolute humdinger of a game against Coventry. 3-3. Liam Roper with 2 goals. We might be talking about him at the end of the season, because holy, he's starting to bang in a couple of goals for us as well. Jack gets one in that game, and then we concede late, which really frustrated me. We threw away a 3-1 lead in that game. Wasn't the happiest of bunnies with that one, but it wasn't dreadful. We then play Scunthorpe, and we beat them 2-1. Leon Davis has popped up with a couple of goals of late as well, and then Max Saunders with an absolute perler. Ashley Eastham, I can speak, I swear I can. Ruined the clean sheet. And if you remember, we played Scunthorpe quite a few times this season, so that's 2-2 in the season. We played them 4 times, including 3 games in 4 matches, and yeah, so it's 2-2 in the season. They beat us once away, and we beat them once away as well, so we completely split that very, very even. We then have an absolute perler of a game, and this is the moment where I went, okay, this is a little bit worrying, because we shouldn't be beating teams like QPR, and QPR at the moment looks like the kind of team we might be facing in the playoffs, which I don't know what's going on with QPR, but a 4-0 victory, Roper with the first, Jack with 2, and then Jeremy Langford scored an absolute perler to make it 4-0. I don't know, I'm shaking my head, I'm still shaking my head after that, it's ridiculous. We then go to Fleetwood, we have just played this game, 2-0 victory, so Langford scores another wonderful goal, and then, yes, Will Jaskalainen scored a goal. Now, why have I put him on the penalty? Well, it was the last kick of the game, 95th minute, and I just thought, why not? Liam Roper won the penalty, by the way, and I was like, I could give it to Roper. I could allow him to score another goal and get his confidence up, or we could have a laugh and give it to the goalkeeper. So we gave it to Jaskalainen. He slotted it straight down the middle beautifully, and he scores out. So, without all further ado, let's get to the Salford game. Kickoff underway then, Salford in the red, we're in the blue, right to left for Salford, left to right for us. Just hoping that some sort of good steady form going into the playoffs is probably the best that we can expect. I'm not expecting a massive performance, just keep it ticking along, keep being nice defensively. Don't be sloppy and try and keep the confidence in the side, as Kington has an early header chance 2 minutes in. That's not a bad effort by Kington there. And here is Kelly. The highlight continues. So as the goalkeeper about to launch a counter-attack, he launches it forward to Walker, who brings it down very, very nicely. It has a little shot. Giles tips that away. Baines keeps collection. Highlight continues. It finally ends. Kington was about to launch a counter-attack for us. Scrimshaw and Windle. I think Windle's really old for them. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure he is really, really old. He's an oldie guy. Mooney. Back to Davis on his right-hand side. Now it's inside to Coyle. Good little football to find Saunders. Back to Coyle, he's being the architect. Now it's Saunders again. Gets a shot off. Ooh. Good effort by Saunders. I'm going to get creative as well. That is good performance by the boys. We're enjoying some of that. Sorry if you can hear my stomach. Just eating a banana a little bit too quickly by all accounts. That's not going very well. Corner to Salford. Toole. Cabby heads away. Now it's Casey. Casey, maybe. I'm not 100% sure how to say his name. I need to stop rubbing the beard. That's probably going to be noisy on the old mic as well. He's Kakai. Kaka. Towel. I'm just going to call him Towel. It reminds me of the character from South Park. Towley. Hume. Now find the Walker. Tom Walker, I believe. The left winger. Very good player. Inside to the Towel. Oh, he smashes near post. Good effort. Good effort by Salford. It was, it is Tom Walker. I'm right. What a me. What a little genius. Corner in then. Kington with the ball in. to Oliver, who heads straight over the crossbar. We need to do better from corners. I feel like we put too many headers over the crossbar. If we have like 3 centre-halves on the pitch, and like the average height of our team is probably one of the tallest in the league. Like both our wing-backs are like 6 foot plus. I'm not sure how tall our centre-mids are. I know Saunders is really short, and I think Lake's 6 foot. I'm not sure how tall Goyle is. Moody's above 6 foot. McFarlane's nearly 6 foot. I think Giles is one of our shortest players, if I'm honest. That's our goalkeeper, which is, you shouldn't have a short goalkeeper, but we have one, so deal with it. That's basically what I'm telling the boys. Just to protect him in the air, and then he'll save all the shots coming at him. That's what I'm hoping for, anyway. He's been a bit poor of late. He lets in really odd goals, which frustrate me, but we have to just move on, I suppose. I was about to get creative. Let's just let this highlight continue first. Here's Moody, found Coyle. Chances out left to Kington. Back inside Saunders. That's a poor pass. Now it's Grimshaw. Driving forward for Salford on his right hand side. Ball into the box to Windle. Good block. Out of Walker. It's been tipped away. Now it's Baines to Hooks clear. I don't like the way Giles punches balls clear like that. He palms them very late and delayed, and it feels like he's going to palm it into his own bottom corner. That was an interesting first half, boys. I'm not particularly the happiest, but I don't really know. I suppose the media's the best shout we've got. And I'm not happy with the strikers, I'll tell you that much. They've been pretty boring this game. And I think going forward, that might be the place we invest in as a little bit, is strikers, because we don't... I say strikers, we just looked at the stats and we haven't made a clear-cut opportunity for them yet, so I can't particularly blame them too much. You either blame the midfielders for not passing very well, or you blame the strikers for not moving very well. That's the interesting one. Yeah, I think defensively we've been good this year, and we haven't conceded too many goals of late, so I think forwards might be the area we look to improve in the summer, but a part of me just wants to improve the club, not particularly improve the squad. That might be a different little task. I'd like to get the under-23s up and running, and then start getting some players churning in the doors, and then we have a system for getting players up. Here's Kington with the corner in towards Jack, who heads just over the crossbar. He's quite short as well, Jack. He done well to win that header. Finally, another highlight. It's been a while. Here's Thomas for a corner for Salford in towards the box. Good header by Oliver. Saunders, wakey. So just let that ball bounce over your head, man. Hume forced all the way back by Moody. Well done. There's no point chasing that, Moody. Just let Kelly have it back there. I don't particularly care. Kick forward. That's Bruton. I don't really know. Kelly. Out wide to Lloyd Ishgrove. He's on the pitch now. Hume. Now Towel. Back to Ishgrove. He's not called Towel. I do realise that. I'm just a bit of twat. Saunders driving forward in the middle of the pitch. Oh, it's been blocked there as well. It's been a very midfieldy battle for them. Salford, I would say, probably the better side. For anyone who's like, it's Salford, you're wrong. Just let you know that. Good save by Ishgrove. I know how it's spelt, but it's not spelt as it's said. It's like salt. You don't say salt, you say salt. Just a weird little English lesson from someone who's dyslexic. Oh, good hold there, Giles. Really good hold, that. Because that header looked pretty venomous and you had a player right in front of you. Yeah. I wouldn't have liked to have been you, Giles. I'm not going to lie in that situation. It's been a very tight game, hasn't it? We both had plenty of shots on target. Possession's been very even. Jack's come on. He hasn't particularly done too much for McFarlane, who picked up that little knock earlier in the game. Kington's got to get himself booked. Well done, son. It's always handy. Good guy. Just walking through the middle of the pitch, really. Now it's Hume. Chance to get the ball into the box. Good block. Lake should get there. Now it's chance to counter-attack. Lake driving forward. Now on his right-hand side. Using his great physicals. Finds Mooney. It's blocked and it's away. Just want a little bit more there from Lake. Maybe an earlier ball to Mooney to give him a little bit more of a chance against the defender. I'm annoyed with Kington being on corners because he's 6 foot. But I probably should have not done this while doing the highlight, if I'm honest. But oh well. I just want to get shorter players taking corners because I feel like that's more beneficial. Like Kington's like 6'2". I'd rather have him in the box, I think. Sorry for that. I really shouldn't have done it while the corner's going on. I should have paused the game, but I wasn't thinking. I was just frustrated that it's always Kington taking the corners. I don't think he has the greatest of stats when it comes to that either. We'll pause it this time when we make sub. That would actually be a little bit more sensible. Bring Langford on. He scored in the last few games, so he might come and score a late one for here. I brought Fontanelli on as well, the left wing back. He's quite a handy little player to have, actually, being nice and versatile. Can play on either flank, which is not. Don't give the ball away there. Holy moly! Ben Cabby finds Jack on his left hand side. It's a long ball looking for Moody. Now Lake finds Moody again. He's got runners beyond him, including Lake. Blasts it near post and it just goes wide. Unlucky by Mark Lake. I can't moan about the boys because we haven't given a goal away, I suppose. But of late, we've scored like 4 against QPR, 2 against. Was it Fleetwood in the last game? I'm not even 100% sure. My memory's gone. But I'd like a little bit more out of the forwards in this one. It's been very quiet. It's just been a very, very mid-table battle. Jack with the ball in. Now it's Davis. Back to Jack. Can he do something? He can, but the cross is a little bit of a waste and Ishgroove collects. Finds Kelly. Oh! Keep did not want that ball. Good closing down, whoever that was. Keeper did not want that at all. Kelly was not comfortable having the ball at his feet. It's a poor header out and Fontanelli heads it to Borton. I can't read. That is really bad. King harms. Oh, Giles, good stop, son. He's offside anyway. Doesn't really matter. Blow the whistle, ref, because this game is over and it's a 0-0 ball draw yet again on camera. Thank you very much, game. Excellent. It's wonderful to see that we're quite good off camera and then we come back to on camera and we are boring to watch. Boring to watch. We are 10 points clear of Luton still because Ipswich lost. So, unlucky Ipswich. Let's get to the next game in this episode. Kickoff underway then as Burke hits a ball for Grimsby Town, who are near the bottom of the table in this one. So, good chance for us to actually score some goals, regain a little bit more confidence, and look towards a potential playoff situation, which, if you said to me after the first 5 games of the season where we lost every single one of them without scoring a goal, that we would be in the playoffs, I would have said, what the hell did I do with this team to get it? Because I wouldn't have believed you. It would not going to happen. But we've had a very, very good second half of the season. Something we can talk about in the end of the season review, I think, is the turnaround we had after making a couple of signings. Signing being Jack, because I think he's been very good for us this season. And he really has helped us out at times. So, excuse me, I just cut out that. I just had a massive yawn. It's getting late in the evening as it is, as always, so just have to deal with that one. If we're going to get any highlights in this game at all, it would be quite enjoyable to get a highlight match, like at some point. Like, I can see shots are happening. Well, there's been a few shots, there's not particularly many. Anything? Anything at all? I've been making shouts to make them all focused up and everything, but we haven't had a highlight this half. We genuinely have not had a highlight. What is going on? Am I playing on like key or something? That is ridiculous. So we've struggled to get the ball into attacking areas on the left, we struggled for possession at the other half, and we've had poor shot conversion, entries into shots. Wonderful. Saunders is playing well because he's running around a lot. That's exactly what you want to hear from your attacking playmaker. Is that he's running around a bit, not doing anything else. It's been a bit shit, and I'm going to tell all the boys they've been shit. And hopefully, in the second half, we can actually have some sort of reaction. Should we make a sub? I don't really know what to change, though. That's my problem. I suppose just going more direct. Just be a little bit... Yeah, just go faster. Be more expressive, maybe. I don't really know. We've got to try and make a change to this because it's being awful, but the problem is it's just a little bit like there's no point in changing too much because it's clearly just as dull affair on either side. It's not like Grimsby are battering us. It's just we're not doing anything and they're not doing it. It's like they've gone 10 at the back and just been like, yeah, we'll take a point here. because that'll do. We haven't actually had any clear-cut or half-cut opportunities yet again. That's another game in a row where our midfield or our strikers, or both, have just not turned up. Defence is doing its job. Defence all season has done its job. And I don't see changing Oliver, Cabby, Baines as my back three for next year being a realistic... I don't see that being a thing that we should do. Here is an actual highlight. Are you serious game? Here's Lake. Got the ball from Pearce in midfield. Now he finds Davis on his right-hand side. Gets past one. Crosses into Kington at back post and header just wide. It's better. It's a lot better, but it's not particularly great. The first highlight actually, was nice to see, I suppose, after 56 minutes of football. I don't really know what to change, if I'm honest. McFarlane, I suppose McFarlane. We've got to try and change something up top because they've been both pretty shit this game. It's the only thing with having two young strikers on the pitch is when they have a bad game, they seem to both have a bad game. Here's Jack. Good little drive. Finds Lake on the edge of the box. Oh, get in, you beauty, Mark Lake. He's lit this game up with a wonderful left-footed volley from the edge of the box. Is it a volley? Is it a half volley? Who really cares at the end of the day? We've actually seen a goal this episode. That is all we care about. Jack with a good little run. Yeah, it's like a lazy half volley and the keeper should do a lot better with it, but we don't particularly give too much of a crap because Mark Lake is separated to sides with a lovely little goal. And that will do. Now we can have no more highlights. I don't care now, game. No more highlights. Get to the end of the game. I'll take a 1-0 victory. That'll do. We've had 10 shots. We've had shots. I just don't know what we've done with our shots. That's the thing. Just been a little bit, I don't know, sloppy, I suppose. Here's Brown. Ball into the box. Now Regis goes to Giles. Are you actually serious, Giles? I talked about last game. I don't like the way you punch balls because it looks like it's going to the back of your own net. You punched the ball into the back of your own net. And that hasn't taken anything off your rating. That should go down as a mistake. You should lower your rating for that. Let's make the usual sub in Giles on for... what's his name? Kington, that's his name. Do we change midfield? Yeah, we'll just take Lake off and bring Coyle on. Might just tweak his role to box though, because he's a little bit more well-rounded than Mark Lake. Mark Lake's a little bit one-dimensional in the sense that all he can do is kick a ball and kick a player. I say kick a ball, that's all he can do. He scored a wonderful left-footed volley for the opening goal, so... What do I know? He's got lovely technique, apparently. He hasn't got a lovely technique. His technique rate is poor, but... He scores left-foot volleys. I don't particularly give too much of a monkeys about that one. As the minutes are starting to tumble in this game, we're inspired, they're focused, and... It's just been another one, isn't it? Let's spin the mouse around in a circle out of frustration because we've had more shots. We've been the better side. We haven't put the ball in the back of the net though. They've had 14 fouls. That's interesting. Don't lose it now. Whatever you do. Pearce, good launch away. Now it's Reese. Ball forward. Saunders with a little header into McFarlane. Chance to nick this at the end? Maybe. McFarlane over to the right hand side. Davis. Chapman with a header. Chapman just headed it onto his own crossbar. What on earth was that? Jack with the corner in. If I'm the goalkeeper there, I am screaming at my defender and fuming. Oliver, good save by the keeps. Good old. I can't believe the defender. He just headed the ball into his, nearly into his own net. I mean, one hell of a header. Why launch the ball down the middle straight to Jack, who's 5'2"? No point of that, is there? McFarlane finds Jack. Good spin, good turn, good bit of pace. It was good. I agree with you, commentator. It was good until the finish, and then that was shit. Reese. Shearer. Coyle. Good control. Chances. Options all over the place. McFarlane. You played the wrong player. Coyle. That should have been Saunders with the chance there. Unlucky. The boys. It's actually all over the place now. The game's like, we can do highlights. I forgot about that. After the first half, when we saw freaking nothing. Bakio. Now Holmes. Whistle should blow pretty soon, I'm expecting. They're just knocking the ball around the back now, just taking the piss. That's a poor ball by them. Baines with a little weird header. Good battle in there by Saunders. I like that. Committed. Saunders. Giles. One last cross maybe. Blocked. So all I get in this game is either your cross is blocked or the header straight over the crossbar. Giles. Saunders. Back to Giles. Now it's Coyle. Good tackle by Shearer. Coyle again. Hit it! Shoot something. Why is that? Why did you wait so long to then have your cross blocked? It's another frustrating game. Let's get to the schedule, and then we'll find out when we're coming back for the final regular games of the season. I think that is going to be it for the season. I think what we're going to do is we're going to come back if there's playoffs. If there's not, I'll come back for the Luton game. If there is playoffs, we'll be back for the playoffs, which I was not expecting that. We are, 8? Is that 8 points? 8 points clear with 3 games to go. We probably should have playoffs. If we bottle this now, I'm going to be pretty fuming. So, yeah, thank you very much for watching. I've been TW1, and as always, guys, peace out.